Hello and welcome to a wake-up class with me, Bay. This is for you if you've just gotten out of bed and you've yet to get your body and your breath flowing, or perhaps you're in the middle of your day and you're feeling run down, tired, isolation, quarantine is getting to you. I get where you're coming from. Let's go ahead and get started. Before we do that, I just wanted to mention that I've got a couple props. This is a strap. It is a pair of long johns that I've fashioned into said strap. So we're getting crafty in here. And then if you've got a blanket or just a pillow, like a small pillow to place under your knee when we do kind of go into a low lunge position, this could be helpful, especially if you don't like to place your knee on the floor. It kind of hurts or is uncomfortable. So, after that introduction, let's go ahead and start. Stand on your 2 feet, planting your feet on the floor, about hip width distance apart. Lift up your toes, spread them wide, and then place them back down on the floor. And just give a soft bend and bounce to your knees. Shake out your hips as well, and shake out the shoulders. And then from here, imagine as if someone's drawing a string through the crown or the top of your head, growing yourself up nice and tall. So we're simultaneously rooting downwards as we grow up tall toward the ceiling, whilst keeping a sense of softness in the knees, so we're not hyperextending those knees, and a sense of softness in our hips, so we're not straining or holding tension in those hips. And that's same for the shoulders. There's still softness there. From here, close your eyes down. And I want you to take a sharp inhale through your nose. And let's go. Breathe in. Hold your breath at the top of your inhale just for a moment. And then exhale through the mouth. And we're going to take 4 more just like that. Breathe in through the nose, sharp and quick. Hold. Exhale out. 3 more. Quick in. Hold. Exhale out. 2 more. Inhale. Hold. Exhale out. Nice. Last one in. Nice and quick. Hold. And exhale out. Awesome. From here, inhale, reach up to the sky, both hands. And as you exhale, place your left hand onto the outside of your left leg. Now I'm mirroring you, so you do the math, but hopefully this is mirroring you and you're not confused about what I'm doing. So this, I'm hoping, is your left hand pressing on the outside of your left leg, and as you reach up with your right hand, root through the floor with the feet. So inhale, reach. And as you exhale, side body stretch to the left, and use that left hand really pressing and rooting into that leg to support you here. Take an inhale, reach. Exhale, stay. Inhale, reach up with both hands, reaching up toward the ceiling as you root down into the floor. Exhale, bring your right hand onto the outside of your right leg. As you exhale, side body stretch to the left. And once again, really use that hand that's on the leg to resist and keep that arm strong. Take a breath in. Exhale out. Awesome. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring the arms down, shaking them here. Now, take your right arm, right hand, and as you inhale, reach across the body, the front of the body, and reach up. Follow it with the left hand. And as you exhale, sunset coming down. And on the inhale, do the same again. Inhale, reach across the body and follow with the opposite hand. And as you exhale, curve the spine, maybe looking down to the floor. Inhale, reach up, lift up the chest, opening up to the sky with the gaze. Exhale, coming down, curving the spine. Inhale again. Looking up, lifting up that chest. Exhale, coming down. Nice. Let's switch out sides, leading with the left hand. Inhale, reach across the body and up, follow with the right hand. Exhale, bringing them both down in the front of the body and just curve the spine. Inhale, same again. Exhale, coming down, curving the spine. Inhale one more time. Exhale, curving. Nice. Shaking out the arms once again. Here in this position, I'm just turning to the side to give you a sense. Bring the hands onto the fronts of the legs. And as you inhale, come down to a bit of a chair position, sending your tailbone down behind you, or your seat down behind you, sort of in that direction. And as you're coming down, really resist against the front of the legs, sitting all the way down. And as you exhale, coming back up, curving the spine, using that same resistance against the legs. Hopefully that makes sense. Inhale, sitting down, lengthening in the spine, resisting away, coming all the way down. Exhale, curving the spine, continuing to resist. Feeling that movement in the spine. Inhale, coming down. Lengthening in the spine. Exhale, curving, coming back up, using that resistance. One more time, breathe in. Coming down, exhale, curving. Feel that resistance, fingertips on the fronts of the legs. Nice, and then come all the way down. Heel toe the feet out to the outer edges of your mat, or if you've not got a mat, that's totally fine. Nice and wide stance here, toes a little bit inwards of the heels, so we're a bit pigeon-footed in this position. Bend the knees a lot here. Grab opposite elbows, shake your head, yes, no, maybe so. Take a full breath in, and exhale out. Ragdoll pose, relax, release, breathe in, and let it go, shaking out. Bring your left fingertips onto the floor if they don't touch, ankle or shin. Inhale, draw your right hand up to the sky, coming into a soft twist. Exhale, stay. Play around with bending your knees, especially that left knee even more. And as you exhale next time, bring your right hand down, switch it out. Inhale, draw the left hand up. Exhale, stay. Awesome, breathe in, reach up. Exhale, bring it down. Flow with the breath, one breath to one movement. Inhale, draw the right hand up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, draw the left hand up. Exhale, bring it down. Nice, one more time, breathe in. Moving with your breath, your body, getting it going. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring it down. Nice. From here, hands down in front of you. Step your feet back behind you, coming into a plank position. For you, you might need to come onto your knees, and that's totally fine. If you're on your knees, that's fine. Playing around with lifting off one hand, pressing through that hand that's on the floor, nice and strong, keeping the arms strong, and then switching out. And if you're okay to do this in plank, go ahead and lift the knees off the floor. And same thing, playing around with lifting one hand off the floor at a time. Starting to get a little sense of strength in the shoulders and the arms. And also starting to wake up that area of the body as well. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, breathe in. Exhale, come down. Nice, lower your knees to the floor. And if you need to, I want you to place the pillow or blanket underneath your right knee. From here, place your left foot onto the floor, and we're in a low lunge position. And you can keep your fingertips on the floor, or if you want to, you can bring your hands onto your hips. From here, go ahead and heel or bring your toes forward on that front foot and go ahead and lunge a little bit deeper, sending your hips forward and hopefully finding a little bit of stretch in that hip flexor on the leg that's behind you. Take a breath in and out. As you inhale, walk back and just send your hips back as well, straightening out that leg. It doesn't need to make full straightness. I just want you to find a little bit of that stretch. Take a breath in and out. Inhale, coming back forward. And as you exhale, come back. Only as far as you need to today, where the face can still stay soft. Inhale, come forward. Curl the toes under on that back foot and step that back forward, foot forward if you can. And then go ahead and switch out the legs, sending the left leg back and lower that knee onto your blanket or your pillow. And from here, you can stay on your fingertips or hands on your hips, totally up to you. Sending your hips forward, coming into a low lunge position. Take a breath here, inhale, exhale out. Inhale, stay. And as you exhale, shift the weight of the hips back, walking the hands back as well. And that leg doesn't need to be fully straight, just find that stretch in your hamstring. You might find it right away, and that's totally fine. Take a breath in, keeping that face soft. And as you exhale, stay as well. Inhale, come back, forward, lunging nice and deep. Exhale back. Nice. Inhale, coming forward, fingertips on the floor, and if you can, without moving very much, you can press through the hands and send that front foot back, or just find yourself comfortably into that plank position again. That was a little bit convoluted, but we got there in the end. Here we are in plank pose. Slowly lower yourself down to the floor. And from here, hands on either side of your chest, tops of the feet flipped over, and pressing down onto the floor if possible. Hands on either side, lift the hands up. Press, actively engaging those legs, and peel the chest up. Inhale. Here we are, baby cobra pose. Exhale, stay. Inhale. Exhale. Nice. Keep the hands on the floor this time. Inhale, peel the chest away. Same sense of strength in the back body and legs. Exhale. Elbows drawn in toward the side so they're not splaying out. Inhale. Exhale, come down. Nice. Curl the toes under, knees on the floor. Slowly draw yourself up. And I want you to bring your hips up and back into a bit of a downward dog. Now, we don't need to focus too much on the length and spine in this moment. We're just focusing on lowering one heel at a time, stretching out the calves. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Nice, stretching out those legs. Go ahead and walk the feet to the front of your mat, or just toward your hands, coming into a forward fold position. And for you, your knees might be bent, and that's totally fine. And shake out the head, yes, no, maybe so. Fingertips on the floor, ankles or shins. Inhale, look forward about 1 meter in front of you. On the floor with mostly the eyes. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, same again, looking forward, more with the eyes than lifting the chin because we want to keep length in the back of the neck. Exhale, fold forward. Same again, inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come on up, hands to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Go ahead and look down to your feet, hip width distance apart, or close together for a chair pose. Okay, so from here, go ahead and sit down into an invisible chair. And I want you to look down at your toes, and if you can't see them and they're super far forward, shift your knees back slightly so you can see your toes. And then from here, arms can be down by your side or up in the same direction as your torso, so we're going in that same direction. And I want you to imagine an invisible ball or a block between your thighs, and squeeze that invisible ball or block between your thighs without your knees coming in towards each other. So they're going to stay where they are. Feel that engagement of your legs. And we've got 3 more breaths if you can with me. More. Inhale. Exhale, maybe sinking a little bit deeper. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more breath in. Exhale, stay. Nice. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Awesome. From here, stepping to the front of your mat or just wherever you are, step your left foot back behind you, pretty far wide. And I want you to place your heel down to the floor for warrior 1 pose. So the feet here, our feet are not one behind the other like you're on a balance beam. You want to keep a bit of a hip width distance apart. Your back foot, the toes are coming forward, but not be completely parallel. So in that position, lunge into your front leg, back foot, toes coming forward. I want you to see if you can get both of your hips facing forward. And this might not work for your anatomy, and that's totally fine. We're just kind of looking for those hips to square or to parallel, both facing forward, as the outer edge of your back foot presses and roots into the floor. And while you do that, those 2 opposing actions, especially that left hip coming forward, that right hip coming back, you might start to feel a really nice stretch in that left hip flexor. So hopefully that's what's going on for you. Hands either on your hips or maybe up to the sky, lifting. So that's totally up to you. Send your gaze forward, take a breath in, pressing and rooting down through the back outer edge of that left foot. As you exhale, stay rooting into the floor with both feet, legs engaged. 1 more breath in. And out. Awesome. Inhale. Open out, both toes outside of the heels. And from here, go ahead and squat into a goddess position. Get nice and low. And just make sure your toes or your knees are going in the same direction as your feet as you come down. Now for you might need to do a little bit of a circle in the hips to find that comfortable position or to work out any kinks. And get nice and low, hands up, elbows bent. And here we call this a cactus position with the arms. From here, root through the floor, press through, inhale, straighten the legs, breathing up and reaching up, star. Exhale, come back down into goddess and shift the weight back and forth. Nice. From here, lift up and turn yourself to face the other side of the room. So your left foot's going to be pointing forward, right foot's going to be behind you, and the toes, once again, maybe a little bit out. So this is that right foot. And in this position, once again, we're not on a balance beam. We've got about hip width distance apart. Hopefully that makes sense. Lunge into your left leg. And as you do this, think about squaring your hips, both of them facing forward. Notice that the outer edge of that back foot peels off the floor. See if you can actively press it into the floor. Find that engagement. Now this might feel really, really weird for your body, so just adjust, find the most comfortable position you possibly can. Seeing if you can isolate and think about that hip flexor region, it might help to simultaneously draw that right hip forward as you press and root down through that back outer edge of the foot. Breathe in, exhale, stay. One more breath in, exhale. Nice. From here, coming back to that opened out position, exhale, move straight into your goddess position, coming nice and low. Inhale, press through, reach up. Star. Exhale, back into goddess. Nice, shifting the weight. Now from here, hands on your legs. Inhale, lift up the chest. Exhale, draw your right shoulder into the center and down, drawing your left shoulder back behind you. So we're coming into a soft twist. I want you to be really aware about the ability to use your hands as a lot of leverage here. So I want you to be mindful and not go in too hard because we've got a lot of leverage to push ourselves into a really intense twisted position. So I want you to take it actually really mindfully and softly here. And just feel that, feel a softer twist. Take a breath in. Exhale. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, other side. Left shoulder coming in, right shoulder drawing back. Breathe in. Exhale. Now we can use the resistance of our hands and our legs, but once again, just be mindful. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale into cactus. Inhale, up. Nice. When you're up, bend your knees slightly and circle the hips in one direction and circle them in the opposite direction. Nice. Heel toe your feet back to that hip width distance apart. And from this position, go ahead and if you need to, grab a wall, because we're going to grab our left foot in our left hand, and we're going to come up into a bit of a balanced position. It is a balanced position. So if you need to grab a wall, go ahead and grab a wall. No shame there at all. So we've got our left foot in our left hand, preferably on the inside of that foot, not the outside of the foot, if possible. And then draw that left knee, lose your balance like me, that's fine. Draw your left knee in toward your right knee so that it's not splaying out here. And then in this position, draw your right hand up to the sky. Now, this is where we're going to stay. If you in your practice have a dancer pose and you feel warmed up enough, we haven't really done too much to get ourselves into dancer pose, so if you're gonna go for it, be super, super mindful and discern in your body if you're ready for it. Otherwise, for the rest of us, we're just keeping that knee in towards that leg that's extended. And I want you to just actively kick that foot into that hand and just feel that resistance. And you might, once again, hopefully feel a nice stretch in that leg, in that hip flexor. Breathe, kicking that foot actively. Exhale. One more breath in. Exhale, release. Placing that foot down, shaking it out. And we're just gonna take the other side. Shifting your weight onto your left foot, draw your right foot up. Whew. Find your balance. If you need a wall, once again, grab it. Draw the knee in toward that leg, standing here. And in this position, find your balance. Maybe use the wall. Draw that opposite hand up to the sky. Find a point of focus in front of you. Send yourself there. Or send your gaze there in front of you. Actively kick that foot into your hand. Feel that resistance. As you simultaneously root into that foot that's on the floor as you grow tall in the opposite direction. So we're growing out of that centered or that rooted sense of perhaps a tree rooted into the ground, and that's where we're growing up to the sky from. And once again, you might need that wall to grab onto for balance. No shame there. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, release, shake out that leg. Nice. Awesome. From here, go ahead and draw yourself down to the floor and just grab your strap if you have it and just place it next to you, available quite easily. Place yourself down onto the floor. Hands behind your side or by your sides. Shift your heels a little bit closer to your sit bones, but we're going to go ahead and leave a gap there still. Yeah. From here, actively press through the feet to lift up the hips and keep actively pushing the hips up to this, or pushing through the feet to lift the hips. So that's where the emphasis zone is on the resistance of the feet into the floor. Take a breath in. Here we are, bridge pose. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, come down. Nice, lowering the sit bones, the back of the hips, lowering the hips to the floor. Nice. Awesome. Lift up one foot at a time and place your hands on the fronts of your legs, knees bent. And go ahead and actively press and resist against those legs as you simultaneously draw the legs in back toward your chest. So feel that resistance, feel that core engage. Inhale. Exhale, keep that fire going. Breathe in. Exhale, release. Awesome. From here, go ahead and extend your left leg out. And I want you to grab your pseudo strap. And I want you to bend that right leg and draw that foot in. And place that strap around that foot. And I want you to place it around the ball of your foot so that we can resist away. We want to get to straight arms and draw and straighten out that leg up toward the sky. Now, the knee might not straighten, and that's totally fine because your flexibility in your hamstring might not be super great. Mine isn't quite a lot of the time. So work with where you are. Your leg might be here. See if you can draw the shoulders back towards each other, back toward the floor. Simultaneously as well, kick up toward the ceiling as you draw your right hip bone back in toward the floor. Hopefully that makes sense. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. Exhale. Breathe in. And as you exhale, release. And we're just going to switch out the legs. So draw that left leg in. Place the strap around the ball of that foot and kick up toward the ceiling. Keep kicking actively as you draw that left hip bone down towards the floor. So we've got that opposition happening in terms of energy. Arms are straight, shoulders drawing down and back. So they're not coming up off the floor, keeping those engaged here as well. Inhale. Exhale, stay. Breathe in. Exhale. Last breath in. And as you exhale, release. Nice. And from this position, go ahead and place the feet back on the floor. And I'm just turning this way, hopefully it helps. So I'll turn this way. We're gonna come into a figure 4 pose. So cross the right ankle over the left leg. So it's the outer edge of the right ankle onto the left leg. And let that knee open out slightly. Now this might be where you come to and you're like, I'm already feeling it, I'm already feeling the stretch. Otherwise, you can come up onto the ball of that left foot and then lift off the left foot and place your hands on either side of that left leg, the belly of that biggest part of that muscle, and interlace the fingertips and start drawing that left leg in toward the chest using the arm muscles. Keep both feet flexed, keeping both legs active. And breathe. Inhale. Soft throughout the face. Exhale out. Inhale. Exhale, stay. One more breath in. And as you exhale, release. And switch it out. Just cross that left ankle over the right leg. If you want, if it's available, lift the right leg off the floor, grab the big leg, grab the big part of the leg with both hands, interlacing the fingertips, and use the arm muscles to draw in that leg toward your chest. And it might not move much at all, and that's totally fine. Both feet flexed, keeping the legs engaged. Relax your face. Take 3 breaths. Two more. Last breath in. And on your exhale, release. Both feet to the floor. And catch as the arms out onto the mat. So the knees are up, the feet are on the floor. And I'd like you to just windscreen wiper your knees from side to side. So gently just letting them fall to the right, keeping both shoulders on the floor, drawing them back up and letting them fall to the opposite side. And one more time on each side. Nice. From here, draw them back up and then go ahead and just extend the feet out in front of you. Extend the arms out behind you. Take a full body stretch, reaching. Hold your breath at the top here. Muscles engaged, stretching, reaching, holding your breath. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, relax. And let your feet fall out to the sides, arms on either side. And close your eyes down here in this position. Relaxing, letting go. Allow yourself to relax and soften into the floor, letting go of effort just for a moment here in this position. Relaxing the body, the face, the brows, the jaw, the arms, the legs. Beautiful. And then just bringing back the breath. Inhale. And feel free to let go out on a hum. Feeling that vibration in your chest and throughout your body. Inhale. Hum it out. One more breath in. And hum it out. Nice. Take some movement in your fingertips and your toes. Take any stretch or movement on the floor with your eyes still closed. That just reawakens your body, gets yourself going. Gets your body moving again. And then from here, slowly bring yourself onto your right or your left side into a fetal position. Just to transition through, find some stillness here, and take a big breath in. Let go on a hum. yourself up to a seated position. Maybe use that pillow beneath your sit bones just to find a comfortable seat, just to close out your time on the mat today or on the floor or in this particular class. And go ahead and find a tall seat, whatever comfortable seat you can find. Might be on a chair as well. Or maybe you just go back to standing, you liked that position. And let's go ahead and breathe together. Inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Breathe in. Let it go. Inhale. Exhale out. Take a big deep breath in to make the sound Om if you'd like. Inhale. Let it go. Thank you for sharing your time with me today. I hope that this helped to wake your body up or to get yourself out of a funk if that's where you were feeling, and funk in not a good way. Let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, namaste.